So you guys cried about my last Dark Magician of Chaos deck being too expensive and also not including Dedication through Light and Darkness. So here you go. This is the deck. The only expensive card is the card itself. So no more complaining, no more crying. This is the best deck you'll see from anyone that plays this garbage card. We have Birthright in the deck. Birthright helps us get multiple copies off of this bad card. We have Ancient Rules. It helps us summon Dark Magician from our hand to the field. Legion of the Fiend Jester. When you pay with 3-star demotion, you could tribute Legion of the Fiend Jester for a Dark Magician of Chaos, or you could activate 3-star demotion to normal summon a Dark Magician. If you didn't know what 3-star demotion does, can be used by paying 3,000 life points until the end phase. Reduce the levels of all monsters in your hand by 3. The skill can only be used once per turn. Now you have to be careful. If you activate 3-star demotion, your Dark Magician will become a level 4, which means you can no longer use Ancient Rules. So make sure if you plan on using this card to use it before you use 3-star demotion. And we have Dark Magic Attack. For the rare times that you actually draw, you get to clear all your opponent's back row. The good thing about Birthright and Dedication through Light and Darkness is when your opponent flips up Wall of Disruption, after Wall of Disruption resolves, you could activate this if needed, or you could just lose your monster and resummon it with Birthright. Here are the replays I have of this deck, so here you go. So the interesting thing here is with Legion of the Fiend Jester, if we wanted to, we had a lot of plays this turn. We could have activated Ancient Rules to summon Dark Magician. We could have 3-star demotion, summon Dark Magician. We could have used 3-star demotion to summon Legion of the Fiend Jester and summon Dark Magician of Chaos, and use Ancient Rules to summon basically your entire hand, add Ancient Rules back to your hand in the end phase, and then Fiend Jester will search a Dark Magician, which you'll have an Ancient Rules to activate next turn. Now, why didn't I do that super cool, super flashy play? Because of this little asshole, Weevil. That's why. I'm expecting a burn deck, so Weevil completely screwed my awesome play of dumping my entire hand and having a follow-up. There we go. Ancient Rules into a Dark Magic Attack. Clear that back row. Econ. So the interesting thing with Econ against this deck is if you Econ take a Dark Magician of Chaos the turn it is summoned, your opponent will get its effect in the end phase. You basically get to add that Econ back to your hand. There you go, we get to recycle the Dark Magic Attack. If he were to set or use any Massive Curse on us, we could just blow it up. We are pretty safe, besides a Lava Golem, which, you know, we couldn't really play around it either way. There you go. Alright, obviously this is a great hand. We could summon Dark Magician, blow up all the back row, and summon our Dark Magician of Chaos. Now, the ways to play this differently is you could set it instead of using it early. You know, use it as a backup. If something's gonna happen to your Dark Magician, maybe then you want to use it. This is the play I was talking about. You use 3-star demotion so you could tribute Legion of the Fiend Jester. Now we got 3 attacks here. Attack, attack, flip up our face down if we want to. And we're going to because it's for game. Very explosive deck when it works. Great hand. We have Birthright, we have Econ, we have 2 ways to summon Dark Magician. I'm happy with this. And now we have a way to summon Dark Magician to Chaos. A hand like this gets me excited. Now, the reason why I did not set or use Dedication through Light and Darkness was because I was hoping he possibly had a card like Econ or something. I wanted to play around that. I have these cards as backup. I have Econ and Birthright. I wanted to save it. I really wanted to get rid of the Samurai Skull, but I wasn't gonna use it just to use it. There was no reason to use it just because I destroyed it. So I decided to save onto it. I left myself open to play it this turn if he were to reveal his back row. If not, I was just gonna save it since my back row is good enough anyway. There you go. We have so many Dark Magician of Chaoses here. We got the Birthright. If anything happens to this, we got the other Dark Magician of Chaos. There you go. Bacon Saver, Wall of Disruption, Dedication through Light and Darkness. No care. Does not care at all. Here comes Dark Magician. Once again, very explosive. Aroma Strategy, we are expecting a Hazy Flame. This hand is not amazing, it's decent. We have Legion of the Fiend Jester with Econ. So I decide, because he has Sergeant Electro, to just make an aggressive play. I can't really set Econ. Usually I'll just set Jester, set Econ maybe, and look for a follow-up, but I decide because he has Electro, I'm going to summon Dark Magician of Chaos. I'm going to attack and see if he responds to the attack, maybe Wall of Disruption. If not, I'm going to proceed to the battle step by playing with the toggle. You turn it on, you say no to the prompt on attack declaration. Once you're in the battle step, that's when you want to activate Econ. So my plan is attack, Econ in the battle step, then add Econ in the end phase. So I'm going very aggressive here. Works out wonderfully. Add the Econ. Remember, in the end phase, if you add a quick play, if it's a relevant quick play, you could activate it in that same end phase. All disruptions, I'm gonna do the same thing. He should have saw this coming, but maybe he just wanted to get me to 2k anyway, because he could draw a monster and then swing over it. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with this hand. I choose to not use Ancient Rules at the start. I'd like to do a follow-up. I want to see what they're playing, so I just set Legion and I set my Birthright. We got follow-up plays if we need to. If he destroys Legion, next turn we could follow up with 2 Dark Magicians. We could summon it with 3-star Demotion, and you could also summon the other one with Ancient Rules. But remember, like I said earlier in the video, you must activate Ancient Rules before you activate 3-star Demotion, or your monster will no longer be level 5 or higher. Mausoleum, now I have another way. Okay, so this is, now I know what he's playing. And he's playing an access denied deck. This is how you get to quickly 1000 life, but access denied prevents effect monsters from summoning or activating their effects. Well, Dark Magician is a normal, so he gets completely cucked on his entire deck idea. There you go, those are my quick 5 replays, as you can see from the timestamps. My final thoughts on the deck: it's really fun when it works. It can brick really hard, but that's what you get with a deck like this. Do I think this is better than my other Dark Magician of Chaos deck? No. So if you are a big fan of Dark Magician of Chaos, I think you should play my other one if you want to do as best as possible. If not, this is a lot of fun. You'll have a ton of fun with this when it works. Do it, don't do it, just do it. Just what? What are you talking about? What the f is this? Who am I dueling against?
I finally got to KOG thanks to your gas haircut. Thank you.
Jimmy Starf, you know what? Whether it's my gay ass haircut or my Discord, I helped you get to COG. That's all that matters. No refunds.